Alright. It seemed like Lizzo got into some controversy. I don't know what she could get into now, bro. But 3 accusers is crazy. 3 people? Nah, I ain't gonna lie with you, bro. 3 people say you did some shit. You might have done some shit, bro. But let's get into it. Subscribe.
Story that I talked about on this channel in regards to Lizzo being sued by her former backup dancers, and the claims were quote unquote fat shaming, and she brought them, I suppose.
How could she be fat shamed?
Coerce them to get into a adult-themed entertainment show of which they claimed that they felt uncomfortable with, but of course they said that they didn't want to get fired and they felt as though they were under duress, along with other accusations, and I quote, of unsafe, sexually charged workplace culture, and with claims of her wardrobe manager being racist and fatphobic. Well, in this latest update, according to TMZ, they say Lizzo just scored a win in her legal battle.
Oh shit, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was about to say, I feel like everything in Hollywood is sexually charged at this point, bro. Like, if you go into Hollywood thinking that you're not gonna be hanging out with some demons, you're a dumbass, bro. I ain't gonna fraud you.
Against 3 former backup dancers. Additionally, according to Pop Crave, they say Lizzo shares a new video after fat shaming allegations brought against her in court were dropped by former employees. So it seems as though they were fighting this case for about 2 years now. And in this post, it says, and I quote, "They weren't fired for gaining weight. They were fired for taking a private recording of me without my consent and sending it off to ex-employees."
That is a fireable offense. I ain't gonna lie with you.
So it seems as though that this entire case was built on lies, fabrications, and which is common amongst rich celebrities, people with something to lose. And
I'm about to say, a fat person making fun of another fat person for being fat just sounds stupid to begin with. Yo, who's buying this shit, bro? I ain't gonna fraud with you. I'm gonna be so for real with you, gang. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. But now that I think about it, we also do have black people who make fun of black people for being black. So let's keep it going, actually. Never mind, I take it back. She could
accusers
be
having everything to gain via extortion. Mind you guys, during this time, there was basically a new lawsuit against a different celebrity every other day, every other week. And these celebrities were paying these people off because legal battles especially if they're long and drawn out, are expensive. And even if you do end up winning, your reputation is never really fully recovered. And the people accusing you of these heinous crimes, they don't have any money to pay you back. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. And I just gotta say, since not many other creators are talking about this, and I did talk about this many years ago, I do want to kind of spread the word as if I were mixed up in a situation like this and people started to crucify me because of their preconceived notions, right? Lizzo for a long time has not been a very likable person to the general public. Understandable.
Why not? Who care about her, bro? She be in a mix like that? I don't be hearing no news about Shorty, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be sober. I seen her stream one time. Other than that, I ain't heard from Lizzo in like 5 years.
So when a situation like this comes about, people like to dogpile on, even if she didn't necessarily do anything wrong via the evidence. There's no proof that she actually was racist, fatphobic, homophobic, mind you. Now it seems very...
Unless she doing some diabolical shit in the back rooms, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a fuck what Lizzo doing, man. Gang.
Childish that anyone can sue anyone over, and I quote, being fat phobic. Like, what in the are you serious? And turns out it wasn't even true, or at least these people couldn't prove these allegations in court. But on her TikTok page, she says this: "The fat shaming claims against me have been officially dropped by my accusers. They conceded it had no merit in court. There was no evidence that I fired them because they gained weight, because it never happened. Now the truth is finally out. They weren't fired for gaining weight. They were fired for taking a private recording of me without my consent and sending it off to ex-employees. I never fired an employee for gaining weight. I have only encouraged and supported people with bigger bodies and shared my platform with them. This claim has haunted me since the day it came out. It has been devastating to suffer through this in silence, but I let my lawyers lead, and I'm so grateful for this victory." So yeah, listen, man, it happens to the...
Hey, good shit, Lizzo. Way to win your first battle. I
best of
guess.
us. And this is why over the years, guys, I've leaned on the word allegedly, according to certain reports. I also like to say, this is what the source is saying. I have no proof of this. I don't know where they're getting their sources from. I also like to bring up the fact that we don't know anything yet. We need people to have the right to due process without trying to be the judge, juror, and executioner. You know, anybody can accuse anybody of anything, and that just like tarnishes their name for the.
Yo, that Jordan, Pauline, and Top Little situation scary as shit, bro. Anybody could be accused of anything, any given moment, nigga. You might crack today, have 5 lawsuits tomorrow. Watch where you put your wood at, bro.
Rest of their lives.
Stay respectful, man. Stay respectful.
Regardless of if you like anybody, Lizzo in this case, for example, you should not let your preconceived notions, your biases against her or for her, sway the truth. And now the top comment is saying, so now y'all switching up? Expected. Another person by the name of Mason said, trust me, we all knew the claims were absurd. Another person said, I never believed them in the first place. Another person said, the fact that people turned on you so fast is crazy. Another one said, real ones always knew this. Thanks for being you, Lizzo. Another person said, it's interesting how quiet the media outlets are now that the accusations have been dropped, but were loud and wrong when they were made. Team Lizzo. Well, that's because accusations get views and clicks, but the vindication of someone winning against those accusations and proving them to be wrong doesn't do as well, which is why I'm trying to spread awareness and exposure about Lizzo winning her court case, because I feel as though that's the right thing to do. It's only fair. I talked about her getting the lawsuit and being accused. I covered that. I should also cover this with her winning the.
That's a W moral compass right there. I was about to say morality. W moral compass, not no cat. Because a lot of niggas would have said, oh, it's positivity. Fuck positivity. Push more negative shit out. People would spun it like, oh yeah, she won when she shouldn't have won. Some stupid shit, but they're like, yeah, the victim's not getting their due justice or some shit like that.
Another person said, when the truth comes out, it's quiet. Yep. I mean, that's just how the world works. And you guys see why I'm cynical. And, you know, regardless of anyone's politics, their beliefs, their gender, creed, color, I don't care, religion, I want things to be fair for everybody. That's how I would make the world if I were in control. Fair and balanced. To the best of my ability, of course. And as far as I can see, you know, Lizzo has been trying to improve her life. She, you know, along with myself and many other people in this industry have had time to reflect upon her actions. A lot of character development has been done for not only her, for not only creators, but for viewers as well. We've seen so many people be accused.
I'm about to say she's been working on herself. She lost some weight. She been out the way doing her thing. I don't know if she's still dropping music, but I seen her on stream with Big X the Plug or on some shit. She doing her thing, man. Hey, I ain't her biggest fan or a fan at all, but she's shining. So you mean? It's good. It's cool beans, man. It's cool beans. She chilling, like it's really she really just chilling for real. If you think about it, like once this lawsuit over, she can start dropping music again, start doing her thing. You know what I mean? And she gonna be living lavish.
So many different things, and we've learned, hopefully over time, to not trust everything at face value. We've now understood that we need evidence. It's not just believing someone, believe them or believe this, believe all, insert demographic. No, we don't play those games.
So many liars, false accusers, and everything outside. It's like now you can't even believe the victim no more. Like how you want to believe the victim. Like you like back in the day, people were like, oh my god, he definitely did that shit. Now it's kind of like I need that evidence real quick to make sure I'm not bugged. Like. Cause once you hop on the bandwagon of I can't believe him, he did this shit, and then come out he didn't do that shit. Now my credibility is fucked up because I believed you full-heartedly. You feel me? That's a terrible job
anymore. Too many people's reputations, careers, and livelihoods have been destroyed at this point in time to just believe any accusation that comes out the woodwork. No. But to read this article here from TMZ, they say, according to Lizzo's attorneys, the allegations were refuted by 18 witnesses and sworn declarations submitted to the court.
18-3? Oh yeah, no, that's 9 times. That's not 9 times. That's 6 times. Proof. Oh yeah, you're cooked. I ain't gonna lie. I counted Sue for shit.
18 different people vouched for her, and
the dead counted Sue and killed them niggas, bro.
So hey, we obviously see that they were never gonna win this. Additionally, they say the Superior Court judge concluded Davis was fired because she made, and I quote, an unauthorized recording of Lizzo in a dancer meeting and sent it to Williams, who was no longer working on the special tour. So they may have been friends. One friend got fired, another friend felt some type of way, and they maybe planned something in cahoots with each other. However, the article goes on to say, and now the dancers dropped their appeal of dismissal of the fat shaming claims. It's just so
just
crazy
like
to me
that,
how
huh?
you can get sued for fat shaming.
Just drop them shits fast as hell, huh?
I mean, like, how is that even a thing? Sure, someone may be offended by that. It can be insulting, but that's literally First Amendment protected speech. I mean, I don't know. Am I out of touch here? Like, it's mean, it's rude, it's offensive if you fit that body shape, but at best, you can just say, okay, asshole, F you, I quit, and like move on. I don't know, man. Has anyone ever won a lawsuit for fat shaming and actually got like money? I'm curious about that. They say the fat shaming claims are just one of many that they brought against the artist. You'll recall back in 2023, Ariana, Noel, and Crystal claimed Lizzo subjected them to nude entertainment shows in Amsterdam and Paris on tour, which they said they were clearly uncomfortable with. And that was at the Banana Bar in Amsterdam. To jog your memories, here is the Banana Bar in Amsterdam. It's basically a strip club, and they use bananas for a lot of their performances. You can imagine what a banana could likely be used for in a strip club. But according to TMZ, additionally, they say at this place, patrons are known to eat bananas out of the performers' lady parts. And
Yo, I've never been to a strip club. I don't think I ever will be to a strip club. And it's not like I'm some moral compass of like grandstanding, high ground bullshit, whatever. It's like, I don't know. I like to avoid situations where I might get led down a bad path, you feel me? Like, I'm in Philadelphia. My golden rule in Philadelphia is anything past 10 o'clock, there is nothing good outside, bro. Nothing good is happening outside at 10 o'clock at night, gang. I'm gonna be so real with you. Unless I'm hooping or some shit or bowling with my guys, I'm not outside. Cause it's only gonna be clubbing, partying, all that other stupid shit. And then I'm not going to no strip club because it's like, yo, that's bad PR, you feel me? Like, it's just sexual carnal lust.
The accusation, but Lizzo denied those claims. She never forced anyone to do anything. While the
Hey, W shit though, Lizzo. Alright, this video is getting boring for me. I'm gonna just dip out on y'all niggas. Peace.